We're previewing movies you may have already watched.
Bring on the smalls.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Schmaltzmark. This is Kelly, this is Savvy, this is Chatterbox, and I am, as always, still Wayne. Kelly, we promised a review of a song for Christmas. We promised precaps on Fridays. Neither of those things happened.
No.
What's going on?
Main thing that happened this week was we had washing machine debacle and issues.
Major appliance issues around Casa de Wannabe.
When we were supposed to be filming, we were actually pumping water out of the washing machine into the pool.
Bleach water.
Yes, so we could have a new washer delivered. So that was our Thursday night.
Yeah.
So
and I'm sorry we forgot to shoot it and make you watch it. But
right.
Maybe next time. You know, maybe once
next time.
The microwave explodes.
Oh, no, don't even. Thanksgiving is next week. Just shush.
Yes, and we will talk about the curse of Thanksgiving in an upcoming episode in the next week. But right now, we got to get caught up on some things. Guys, we had a pretty heated competition last week. Let's look at our numbers for A Song for Christmas. We're going to run through this one very quickly. Good film. I think we all really enjoyed this one.
Yeah.
It starred a fake Olsen twin and a time-traveling young Chris Isaac.
Yes.
Or something like that. Actually, it was Becca, Tobin, and Kevin McGarry, who were both great.
We had a total of 13 tropes.
13 tropes, and we're just going to run right through them. We're not even going to talk about it.
Myself and Savvy back here, we got closest. We got 11 tropes.
Yeah, so you guys both got 3 points for that. Mm-hmm. The tropes we had were Belly Up Business as the male lead. His family's Christmas tree farm was facing...
You said we weren't going to talk about them.
We're not going to talk about it much. Okay. We're going to blaze through them. But it's a Christmas tree farm, so that's worth saying. And why we didn't have Christmas tree farms as a trope, I don't know. But that's the business that was going under. Yeah.
City Goes Country.
City Goes Country. Decorating Montage.
Of course. Eye Opener Guy, which was my guaranteed trope.
Which means you got how many points for that? 3?
3. So I got a clean sweep.
Oh man! So far she's
last week.
Yeah. Fake snow, of course.
Of course,
there was a lot of it in this one, and it was really there was a lot of real snow, but there was a one shot of the fake snow where they arrive at the farm, and everything in the front yard is dusted with snow, and everything in the back is green.
Yes, there was lots of flocking going on.
Yes, it was flocked to heckenback.
And we had Fired Up, a huge kitchen, and I don't wanna. By
the way, we changed the name of Huge Kitchen to Massively Massive Kitchen.
Well, he did. I didn't do that.
Yeah, I like it better.
We had I don't wanna. She didn't wanna do a lot of different things, and he didn't want to play music, and we never really understood why.
I think he just felt insecure about it.
Yeah.
It was just his insecurity, and she was able to bring that out of him so that they could perform together. And she was reluctant to give up all the trappings of pop stardom.
Even though she didn't
enjoy it, she felt like she'd worked too hard to get there, but he was trying to encourage her to get back to her roots as a singer-songwriter. Right. Yeah. So, nice story.
Impossible Business Plan, back to the Saving the Christmas Tree Farm.
Yes, which, again, as I predicted...
actually, that was a really good idea that the daughter had to save the farm, I thought.
Now, the daughter's plan was a good idea, but it didn't work.
No.
The thing that ended up working was the thing I predicted, which was it was going to be a Brady Bunch Christmas, and, they put on a big show.
Of course. I mean, who didn't see that coming?
Yeah. We also had Music by Public Domain, shows up in all of them.
Near Miss Kiss, of course, and Quaint Townsfolk.
Yes, we're not
going to get into the quaint thing again. That's it. Okay,
who was quaint, Kelly?
Yeah, no.
Somebody had to be quaint.
All right, snow dashing.
Yes.
This was Wayne's guaranteed trope of choice.
Can you believe it? 2 in a row, baby.
Woo-hoo.
All right, so I got 3 points for that one.
All right, so acting.
Yes.
Savvy got the closest.
Our average score there was an 8.25.
Myself, Wayne, and Savvy got closest without going over on story.
And our story average was 8.75. Mm-hmm. We liked the script on this one.
Chatterbox got visuals.
And our average there was a 7.25.
So our overall scores for week 2 was Savvy with 20, Chatterbox with 15, Wayne with 17, and myself with 27. Which brings our
overall totals. We need a scoreboard back over here on the wall. We're going to work on that. We'll have a little scoreboard.
Savannah, what was your overall total?
35.
35, nice.
Chatterbox?
30.
Wayne?
32.
And I have 56.
She's cheating, guys. I mean, there's just no way around it. I mean, I don't know if we got a ringer at Hallmark that's just sending her instant messages. Maybe she's got a friend on Facebook.
Feel free to do
I don't know about.
If you want.
Don't take pity on the children.
Maybe.
And you know, actually take pity on Chatterbox, and you can send all the notes to him via me. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, he'll pass them right along.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so that's it for A Song for Christmas. I think it is time to move on to some precaps.
Woo-hoo!
So we've seen the scores for our precap showdown for the first 2 weeks. For those of you who don't know, our precaps are sort of movie reviews from the future. It's where we look at trailers only, and we determine how many tropes will show up, what our guaranteed tropes are, each of us, and what we predict our average score between the four of us will be for acting, story, and visuals.
Yeah.
With that said, I say we move right along and get into our movies. Our first movie of the weekend is called Coming Home for Christmas.
Let's take a look at that trailer.
Yeah, let's play it.
Danica McKellar is decking the halls.
Need to get some Christmas in there right away.
Neil Bledsoe could really use some holiday spirit.
Why not?
But it might be working
What do you think of my grandson?
Which one?
a little too well.
You look incredible. I thought he'd never leave. This whole house feels alive again.
Maybe it's not the house.
Coming Home for Christmas. Part of Countdown to Christmas on Hallmark Channel.
Okay, so that looks like a pretty good trailer. Coming Home for Christmas. I find this very relatable to my life because when I come home for Christmas, I come home to a place that looks like it's about the size of the Biltmore estate.
Right. At first, I thought this might be a Royals finally this season.
No, it's just people who live like royals.
It's just a really, really gigantic house.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so let's get into it. What do you guys have guesses for the total number of tropes you think are going to show up in this one?
11.
We both have 12.
I'm going conservative. I went with a 9.
Ooh. See, the reason why is because he went over on all of his tropes last week. Every single time.
I can be taught. For our guaranteed trope, what do you guys have? We'll start with you, Chatterbox.
I did wrong guy, right guy.
Wrong guy, right guy.
Nice.
Okay. I think that may have been hinted at the trailer, but it wasn't explicit. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Savvy?
Eye opener gal.
Okay.
I feel like she.
I did the same thing.
All right, and I went with eye opener guy.
Ooh.
Now, let me, since we only have one trope for that,
Yeah.
it counts whether it's a guy or a girl,
Yes,
right?
yeah. Right.
All right, so all three of us have the same
all three
trope.
of us have the same trope. That's hilarious.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Okay, that's not a good way to pull ahead of you, but at least I can
Yeah.
hang.
All right, so now let's move right along to
Acting.
acting. What do we think? I have, obviously, you and I know Danica McKellar.
Yes,
from
Danica McKellar, man. Wonder Years.
Wonder Years, little bitty thing back then.
Yeah, because of Danica. So because of that...
Again, they have no idea what we're talking about.
No, they have no clue.
Nope.
But because of that, I feel like the acting is going to be solid. I'm just a
Yes.
fan of her work, so I went with an 8.5.
8.0.
Savvy?
7.5.
Chatterbox.
8.5.
Nice.
Nice.
Up top, buddy. And for story, what did you guys get?
7.0.
Chatterbox.
7.5.
Okay.
7.5.
I went a little higher. I went with an 8.
Interesting. We're
Yes.
all just right there together.
Yeah, we are. I think we all learned some lessons last week about our scoring.
Yeah.
All right. Finally, visuals for Coming Home for Christmas.
I have an 8.
7.5. 6.5.
Whoa!
Dude, did you not see that house? 8.5, just for the house alone.
No way!
There were Christmas trees and lights everywhere. Yeah, I'm winning this one. All right, let's move on. Our next movie is A Gift to Remember, which will be coming on Sunday night on Hallmark Channel. Let's have a look at the trailer.
Yay!
There's a doggy in the window, and that doggy has a person.
This holiday season, fall head over heels in love. And never, ever forget,
Are we related?
I'm the girl who ran into you.
Unexpected.
that Christmas is for creating new memories.
We made a room full of paper snowflakes just to make kids in the hospital smile.
Peter Porte, Ali Liebert,
Find out who you are.
A Gift to Remember premieres Sunday, November 19th at 8. Part of Countdown to Christmas on Hallmark Channel.
And we're back.
We are back.
Okay.
We got shades of While You Were Sleeping in this trailer.
For sure.
And the lead actor, Peter Porte, reminds us of who?
Brandon Routh.
A lot.
He sounds like
him. Has very similar facial expressions, yes. So I'm hoping that I enjoy his acting as much as I like Brandon Routh's.
This one was hard for me as far as tropes go, because I really couldn't tell what tropes might be in it. Yeah,
that one was tough for me too. And plus, the combination of the Brandon Routh thing and the small aspects of that reminded me of While You Were Sleeping. I got so caught up in those two things that I couldn't focus on this one particular film. And frankly, the trailer didn't give a whole lot away. No. We did not have to eliminate a single trope
because
from the trailer.
Weren't any, we just don't know.
Everything seemed to be fairly unique as far as what was showing up in there. So, blind guesses completely here, guys.
Completely blind guesses.
How many tropes?
I went conservative because I just don't know. 7.
I went a little higher. I went with a 10.
11.
It's a good guess because that's kind of the average of all of them.
Yeah. Same as last time, 12.
12. All right. Okay. We'll see how that plays out. What did you guys have for your guaranteed trope? I went with tragic backstory.
Interesting. I went with I open a guy.
Okay.
A sleep. I did decorating montage.
And I did carolers because there was a scene in the hospital. I'm assuming maybe there's some carolers
going around in the hospital.
In the hospital singing to the kids. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking if anything's set in the hospital, there's going to be something tragic in somebody's backstory. So, we'll see how that plays out too.
I think this one might get me off my streak.
It might.
Guaranteed tropes.
Let's hope.
Yes.
It's pretty much she says it happens.
Very true.
There are things that she has said that when I look up the movie on here, it doesn't even sound like the same movie anymore because of her tropes.
It changed it.
Yeah, it's like, Schrodinger's plot. All right, guys, let's talk about our categories.
Yes.
What you got for acting, Kelly?
I went with a 7.
Savvy?
I went with a 7.
You people freak me out. Chatterbox.
7.
Whoa!
7. I went with a 8.
So
different than you guys, so maybe that helps. I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see.
It'd probably be a 7.5, and you'll barely miss out.
And you'll all get points.
Yes, and
I'll fall that much further behind. And then you guys will have to listen to me mope about it next week. So really, you're the losers here.
Yes, it's true.
All right. So the story that we can't really guess because it's not strong in tropes.
I think I'm giving it the score I'm giving it because I hope it is a lot like While You Were Sleeping because I really like that movie.
All right. So what is that score?
An 8.
Savvy?
7.5.
Smart girl.
6.5.
Whoa!
Man, he is not optimistic about scripts this week. 7.5 as well. So, I don't think none of us are going way out there and going, man, this is a guaranteed hit.
We're just hedging our bets.
We're hedging our bets. And this is more about winning the contest than it is about the film.
Of course.
Finally, for visuals, for A Gift to Remember, Kelly?
It's going to be in a hospital, so I'm not sure how visual it's going to be, or at least some of it, so I'm going a 7.5.
Yeah, and I got to agree with that because I have shot, I don't know how many hundreds of commercials in hospitals, and 7.5.
Yeah.
God help the production team.
7.5 just because I don't think it looks very good.
Yeah.
8.5.
Oh, he's optimistic about the visuals.
Well,
okay, great.
Interesting. Okay, our next film is Christmas Homecoming, which is not to be confused with Coming Home for Christmas.
Very different movies.
Different channels.
2 different channels,
right.
yes. This one is on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries, so there will probably be divorces and kissing and all sorts of horrible things happening there. They might drink alcohol. Oh, there's no telling what'll happen, but let's find out by watching the trailer.
So, that's the new tenant. Yeah. She gave her heart to a hero.
May I have this dance?
But this Christmas, her only wish...
A deployment doesn't just happen to a soldier. It happens to the whole family.
...is for him to return home. Julie Benz.
I can't promise that you'll come home.
I can promise you I'll do my best.
Christmas Homecoming, one of the 12 most wonderful movies of Christmas. Premieres Saturday, November 18th at 9 on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries.
Okay, that looks like a pretty serious film, actually. This one looks dramatic.
Hallmark Movies and Mysteries tend to go that way. So far this year, they haven't. But I'm thinking this one might go in that direction.
You guys are swinging back and forth a lot back there. You're making me dizzy.
Sorry.
Yeah, before we get into our tropes here, need to go ahead and eliminate sci-fi guy or gal. For Julie Benz, one of the stars of this, was also one of the leads in Defiance on Sci-Fi.
I'm never going to know this one. He's always going to be able to win this one.
I try to keep up with as many as I can. No promises, but, you know. There we go. All right. Because of the nature of this film, it's really hard to predict the tropes that will show up.
Very difficult.
But let's just see what you got. Kelly, let's start with you.
I said 9.
9. Savvy?
6.
Chatterbox.
9.
9.
Oh, nice.
And I went conservative also with a 7.
Yeah, I think this one will be trope light. I may have actually gone over.
This is where it gets hard. What is your guaranteed trope for this one?
I have an educated guess.
Okay.
I said widowed love interest because she's very concerned about him going overseas. Now, just could be because they fall in love and she doesn't want him to go overseas. But I think it's more she's experienced this before and doesn't want to see that happen again.
Yeah, see, that's way more educated than what I did. Savvy?
I did married matrimony. You know, like if they're not already married, he comes back, he proposes, and they get married.
And I can also see from this trailer that it looks like it may show a progression of their relationship.
Yeah.
So it could be that the marriage happens very early in the film too.
Yeah.
Nice guess.
I'm just guessing there's a marriage somewhere.
That's a really good guess.
Chatster, what you got?
Flirty fight with the white.
A flirty fight with the white. Okay, so you think there's going to be a little snowball fight before he leaves, probably?
Yeah. Since homecoming, he may.
Maybe when he comes home, there's like a little happy reunion moment.
I like that idea.
I'm going with carriage rides, no particular reason. I just needed something with some points to try to make my gigantic point deficit. Seems like something that could happen as a romantic date before he leaves to go out on his assignment overseas. We'll see.
I like that.
All right, guys, let's get into our categories. All right, we've got our scores ready here for acting. Kelly, what do you have?
I did an 8.5.
Savvy?
8. We both did an 8.
We both did an 8, and I also did an 8.
Really
All right.
close.
Get those scores ready for story. Get your story scores ready. All right, scores for story.
We're
Let's
start
see
with
them.
you, Mr. Franklin.
I got an 8. Chatterbox?
7.5.
7.
8.5.
And 8 as well.
Okay. Great minds. Great, amazing minds. Think alike. Mainly, I'm just cheating off you to try to get your points. All right, everybody get your scores ready for visuals. Finally, visuals for Christmas Homecoming. Kelly, what do you have?
Based on the fact that they were in a nondescript building, several scenes, I'm going with a 7.5.
Okay. Savvy?
8.
All right. Chatterbox.
Let's go with you this time.
Me this time? Oh, fine. I went 7. I went even more conservative than these guys.
7.5.
Okay.
Up top. Yowza!
All right. Well, a lot of close scores in there. It's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out.
Yes.
But for now, we got to move on to our next film, which is called A Bramble House Christmas. Bramble. Everybody say Bramble.
Bramble.
Watch the trailer.
I had a patient who gave me an extraordinary gift.
It was the Christmas miracle she never expected.
Welcome to Bramble House.
It'll be you and just one other guest.
Based on the acclaimed novel by C.J. Carmichael.
What do you do when you've been given a second chance at life?
Autumn Reeser, David Hayden Jones.
It's yours to choose.
One of the 12 most wonderful movies of Christmas.
What if this is where I'm supposed to be?
A Bramble House Christmas. Premieres Sunday, November 19th at 9 on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries.
Okay, Bramble House Christmas. The funniest movie of the year.
Apparently.
I don't know what just happened. Ow.
Okay.
All right, who's pumping what into the air conditioning?
I want some.
All right. Stand by while we deal with this technical difficulty. You children, hush up. Mama's trying to watch her stories.
I have 8 for.
Okay, Bramble House Christmas trailer.
Thing.
Not the Bramble House trailer. That's behind the Bramble House.
That's down the road.
That's where the caretaker lives. All right, so we have one trope in the trailer that we've got to remove, and that is carriage rides.
Because, bam, right. We couldn't tell if it was a sleigh or a carriage. She says that based on the movement, it's a carriage.
Well, also in the shot leading into it, there's a wide shot of a carriage.
I missed that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
You know, we're sorry that you didn't pay attention and you weren't able to connect the two. But it's all right. You'll be fine.
I know I will. I'm winning.
Total number of tropes. Everybody show your scores right now. Let's go.
8.
I got an 8.
13.
Whoa. Man.
8 and big times back here.
We got a beat. All right, so what are you guys calling your guaranteed trope? I'll start with mine. I'm once again going with a tragic backstory.
Me too. Me too.
Seriously?
Yes.
I open a guy.
Again, that's your favorite this week.
She's showing up at this place. So I want my guy there.
Okay.
Makes sense. Yeah. If he's the only guy, then he's the only one that can open her eyes.
That's right. That's right.
I like it.
Well, there are two guys, then it may
be wrong guy, right guy. No two guys in this one. I don't.
No, you know, and I think any one of us would have been safe to go with widowed love interest because she shows up with her child.
Yeah.
And this is Hallmark, right?
This is movies and mysteries, so
well,
it could be a divorce. But, you know, they've started doing divorces over on Hallmark, too. It's like nobody has any moral standards anymore.
You know, she said second chance at life, so...
Yeah.
I don't know what that could mean, so I just went with her.
We'll find out.
I agree.
All right, so let's get our scores ready for acting, story, and visuals.
I'm ready.
Acting for Bramble House Christmas. Kelly, you start us.
I also went with an 8.
For this, okay.
Yes.
So same as your number of tropes.
Same as my number of tropes.
Savvy?
8.
8.
7.5!
And I went a little higher than everybody with an 8.5. All right, get your scores ready for story. And for story, I'm going 8.5 again.
I'm going 8.5.
She got a janky 8.5.
8.
Wow.
Man, see, this is no way for us to catch up with you when we're guessing the same numbers. This is bad. We're never going to catch up.
Nope.
This is horrible. Get your scores ready for visuals. It's pointless, but do it anyway. We've written our scores for visuals, and I'm speaking very deliberately because we just cut out something where everyone laughed at me.
It was funny.
No, scores for visuals. I'm going once again with an 8.5 just because I was too lazy to erase and write new numbers.
I went with an 8.
7.
7.
Wow.
All right, well, that's it. Those are all of our precaps. We have reached into the future through this lens.
Barely, because I think one of the movies is about to come on.
Yeah, actually, when we're shooting this, one of them's coming on in 6 minutes. And by the time I finish editing this and put it online, 2 of them will probably already played. We're sorry for that, but hey, you know, there's like 2 of you watching. So,
so like and subscribe and tell your friends, please.
Subscribe, comment, tell your friends if you're enjoying these videos. Please, please, we beg you. We're desperate.
Look at the children.
Do it for the children. Kelly, it's not schmaltz.
Unless it ends with a kiss.
Look, we're kissing. It's romantic. To watch more Schmaltz Mark, click the rectangular thingy up in the top left. To subscribe to Wannabe Films, our channel, so you can always know when we post, click on the round thingy to the upper right.